If you're looking for real ways to make extra money, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know, so stick around until the end. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we're taking a skill that, honestly, most people still treat as just a fun little parlor trick, and we're transforming it into a highly profitable business. Look, if you've spent any time at all typing instructions into an AI and kind of marveling at the results, you actually possess the foundational skill of the decade, prompt engineering. But there is a massive gap between generating a cool image for yourself and actually monetizing that capability out in the real world. Today, we bridge that gap.
All right, here's our roadmap for today. We'll be ascending what I like to call the value escalator. We'll start with selling results, move right into freelancing and direct work, dive into the prompt marketplace hustle, step up to high-ticket corporate consulting, build some AI-powered products, and finally, navigate the pitfalls to scaling it all up.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, sell results, not prompts. This is literally the golden rule of AI monetization.
Here is the reality check, right out of the gate. Clients pay for results. They frankly do not care about the cleverness of your prompt, or if you use some incredibly sophisticated multi-step chain-of-thought technique. No way. They strictly care about how your work solves their bottlenecks. Does it save their team 10 hours a week? Because that is exactly what you are selling, the output and the efficiency, not the text string.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you have a generic robotic output, the bland kind of vanilla result a business owner gets when they just type, write a blog post. But on the other side, a highly engineered, perfectly on-brand output that's formatted and ready to hit publish. That gap right there, that is the exact value gap you are going to fill for them.
Moving on to Section 2, freelancing and direct work. This is level 1, your active income. Now, this is absolutely the fastest way to start earning. You aren't just walking around saying, hey, I write prompts. You are offering concrete, specific solutions. You could be a custom GPT builder, designing an assistant that turns a real estate agent's messy, rough notes into perfect property descriptions. Or maybe you build a prompt library and SOP for a marketing agency, so every single writer hits the exact same brand voice. You're essentially acting as an AI whisperer, perfectly matching their specific, painful problems with your custom solutions.
But when you offer these services, you absolutely must price for value, not for time. Never, ever charge per prompt. Think about it. Clients can't weigh a text string by the pound to judge its value. Instead, you want to use a project-based model. Think maybe $1,500 for a tightly defined deliverable, like 20 SEO blog templates with user guides. And the best part, once you build that trust, you move them to a $1,000 a month retainer just to maintain those systems.
All right, let's look at Section 3, the prompt marketplace hustle. Welcome to Level 2, passive income.
So it turns out there are essentially app stores specifically for AI instructions, platforms like PromptBase and FlowGP. People browse these marketplaces simply because they want to skip the learning curve. But the real secret to actually making money here isn't selling single prompts for $1. It's selling themed bundles. Imagine a pack of 50 highly tuned Midjourney prompts tailored specifically for t-shirt design. That can easily command $19.99 because buyers instantly see a massive, undeniable time saver.
To actually succeed here, though, you need a strict formula. First up, engineer for consistency. Your prompt needs to work with multiple inputs, not just be a lucky one-hit wonder. Second, show jaw-dropping before and after examples. That is literally your entire sales pitch right there. Third, include a foolproof how-to-use guide to absolutely kill refund requests. And finally, niche down ruthlessly and optimize your tags so people can actually find your stuff.
Which brings us to Section 4, high-ticket corporate consulting. This is Level 3, where you become a premium authority. Now we're talking about transitioning from just being a doer to being an advisor. And take a look at this hourly rate potential. $150 to over $500 an hour. That's huge. See, large organizations are sitting on these massive enterprise AI licenses they just do not know how to use. They're dealing with hallucinated facts, hours wasted on off-brand drafts. It's a mess. They desperately need a premium authority to step in and fix it.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how the sheer scale of the deliverables totally changes. You aren't just handing over a text file anymore. You are conducting deep AI audits to find exactly where their workflows are failing. You're building custom libraries, embedding their brand voice across maybe 50 to 80 different prompts, or doing full-day team training workshops. A department-wide project like this can easily command a $15,000 fee. Why? Because you can mathematically prove to the client that eliminating manual rework is going to pay for your fee in a matter of weeks. It's a total no-brainer for them.
Let's scale it up even more. Section 5. Building AI-powered products. Level 4. Scalable equity. So instead of trading your time for money, here you package your expertise directly into software. Think about the core architecture of almost every AI app today. First, a user provides some simple input. That input hits your meticulously engineered prompt. That prompt then talks to the AI processing API, and finally it delivers a polished output back to the user. Notice the engine powering this entire machine? It's your prompt template. It is the irreplaceable secret sauce.
And honestly, the absolute best part? You don't even need to hire a developer to build this stuff anymore. With the no-code stack available today, you can use tools like Bubble or Softer for web apps, Glide for a mobile-like feel, and Make or Zapier for those complex back-end automations. You can even build custom GPTs right inside OpenAI. You just plug your highly engineered prompts into these tools, and suddenly, boom, you have a standalone software business ready for monthly SaaS subscriptions.
Finally, Section 6, Navigating Pitfalls to Scale. Time for a quick reality check.
We really have to address the elephant in the room here. If you build a product, critics are going to ask, are you just a ChatGPT wrapper? And it's a completely fair question. If your product can be replicated by someone simply opening ChatGPT and typing a basic command, well, you don't really have a defensible business. You just have a fragile toy. So the crucial point is that you must build a moat. You do this by embedding real value well beyond a single API call. Think about adding user accounts, history, export features, or team collaboration. You also absolutely need to protect your margins by managing API costs, using hard caps, or leveraging cheaper models like GPT-4o Mini for simpler background tasks. And finally, recognize that you're building on shifting sand. When AI models update, their underlying behavior changes, and your prompts, they might break. Maintaining those prompts behind the scenes is the hidden value your users are truly paying for. So we've covered the entire escalator today, from the active freelance hustle all the way up to scalable software equity. The market right now is desperately looking for people who can actually tame these AI models and turn them into reliable business assets. The only question left to ask yourself is this: which AI problem will you solve first? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really can't wait to see what you build.
And that's a wrap. If you found this helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people find this content. Subscribe so you don't miss our next video, and check out the one on the screen right now. It might be exactly what you need next. See you there.